Good everyone, I'm Hurley of Borify Reviews here, back at it again with my review for the Duno Alpha 3. Before I proceed, I'd like to thank Duno for sending this unit to me in an exchange for a very honest and transparent review. Rest assured na all of my reviews are transparent and honest to the core like I always do, para win-win sa ating lahat, especially sa akin in terms of efficiency and yung time. If you want my written review na in English, you should check my page sa FB, Facebook at Orify Reviews. Sa Headfi ko rin, nandun yung Suicide Up, yung name. Andun yun actually. Okay, so it's been a while since I reviewed the earbuds because honestly, most nowadays wala ganong nangyayari sa earbud scene. Even itong Alpha 3, it was released like a year ago, I believe, or 2 years ago. But I do believe it's 1 year ago, a year ago. Give or take. Pero yun nga, Duno has been very kind sa atin, na isend sa akin yung nila, mga products nila. So, the Duno Alpha 3, as far as I know, is the one and only earbuds or flathead earbuds. Yes, flathead earbuds to be specific, na meron ang Duno. And they priced it at around $60, so around 3,500 pesos or 3,000 pesos give or take. In an earbud scene, in my opinion, it is quite on the premium / more expensive side of things. Kasi sa earbuds, honestly, you can achieve a decent or a very good sound quality for less. Kasi nga, yung earbuds is hindi naman siya like pinapasok sa ear canal. It just sits in the ear like the usual Apple earpods, yung 2005, 2006 days ng earpods. Yes, if you're familiar with the VE Monk Plus, Vido, yan, yung mga yan. Those are flathead earbuds, not to confuse with the earbuds na alam ng most people, which is the True Wireless Stereo or TWS. This is the different classic style old school earphones, the flathead earbuds. Okay, so punta tayo sa box. So ito yung box niya. As you can see, it is quite big para sa screen, but oh well. Yan, Duno, yan, estimate nung sila established in 2003, 21 years of excellence in innovation. Yes, the Alpha 3, as you can see. And ayun yung specifications sa likod. As you can see, it is 32 ohms, 105 decibels. So, yes, based sa experience ko, hindi naman ako like nahirapan i-drive ng maayos to. Itong Duno Alpha 3. In fact, it really pairs well with a easy-to-drive source kasi sa mas powerful source in my opinion. But hey, that's just me. But ayan yung specifications niya. Madali lang siya ma-drive talaga, in my opinion. And sa experience ko rin. Okay? So, ito yung makukuha mga accessories sa box. For an earbuds, this is quite generous kasi only a few or handful of earbuds under $60 yung may ganitong type ng packaging. And onti lang din yung, actually 1, 2, siguro mga nasa like dalawang earbuds lang under 3,000 pesos or 3,000 peso category yung na-audition ko, na try ko i-compare kasi most of them are either I have sold it before or I have given it, traded it. Matagal na din kasi yon. Pero I do have my notes and medyo tanda ko sila because sa earbuds is wala naman gaanong marami / saturated market. So tanda ko talaga yung mga tunog ng earbuds or flathead earbuds. Okay, so ito yung accessories. You get this case. There's a signature case. I love this actually. It really feels solid. Tapos hindi pa siya like pwedeng sundutin. You need to this really speaks premium in class in my opinion. Even yung nila yung more expensive sets dito base yung case, except dun sa Brain Dance. Yung Brain Dance is my leather case, but this is very very practical and I love this case kasi kasya lahat to actually. Then you get the earbud foams. This is a very very vital part or vital component ng isang flathead earbuds in my opinion. This makes or breaks the seal and at the same time yung base ng earbuds or flathead earbuds mo. Okay, so these are the full foams. This is quite thick. And ito yung panglinis, the brush, nothing too fancy, and the donut foams, which ito yung gamit ko dito sa Alpha 3. Pero for a first time, lalo na yung mga hindi sanay sa flathead earbuds na gusto mag-try, I suggest using full foams. Kasi sa context ng flathead earbuds, wala siya gaanong bass. Why? Why is that? Because you're not inserting it in the ear canal kasi. Hindi mo siya in-insert sa ear canal, it just sits outside ng ear canal mo. So, bali yung seal, which is also affecting the bass response, pag galing ka ng IEMs, hindi talaga siya bassy, not at all. Hindi mo siya ma-feel na bassy. Which sa general context, it can be a con, pero sa earbuds context kasi, it isn't really a con. Kasi it is automatically understood or it is automatically, automatic nga, na wala naman talagang extensive na bass or malupit na bass response katulad ng IEMs, ang earbuds rather. Specifically yung flathead earbuds. It is understandable na ganun nga. Dahil nga din sa kung paano mo sila i-fit. And yung sa din nila, yung sa structure din nila, okay? So, I hope that clears it out. Kaya, it is pointless pag may nag-compare ng earbuds versus IEMs kasi both have compromises, okay? Which is, try ko i-discuss mamaya if maalala ko pa ba ito well. Ayun, so, ito yung signature nila na pouch. Yes, the pouch and driver pouch, which is nice. And here are the earbuds itself. For sa 3,000 pesos, this really feels premium. This speaks premium from the cable down to the drivers. I really love the heft. This really feels premium talaga. And industrial din in a way. Look at the design. I love the design. See? It is very, very nice yung design niya. Oh, diba? Ayun yung vents niya. May vent siya dito. May vent din siya dito as well. Very classic earbud. And siya, very premium talaga. Rugged siya. Very durable. Gawa siya sa bakal, by the way. Which affects yung fit sa tenga. O sa ibang tenga, malalaglag to in the sense na ayun nga, mabigat siya. And at the same time, this is an earbud. Wala siyang ear canal to cling on. While sa tenga ng ibang tao, including me, wala naman ako naging problem. And maganda yung heft ng earbuds na to kasi wala siya ganang microphonics. Dahil nga mabigat tong earbuds, hindi siya nalalaglag sa tenga ko. It is well stabilized sa tenga ko. And magaan lang tong cable. So, yun, wala talaga siyang microphonics. And it is a pleasure to listen for long periods of time. Yeah. Oh, and it comes with a 3.5 cable on termination. Meron itong 4.4 na termination, but I don't see any reason as to why nakukuha ka ng 4.4 aside na lang sa gusto mo lang in terms of power ha. Kasi madali lang siya ma-drive. I actually had no problems even plugging it straight sa phone. Wala siya naging problem. Pero ramdam ko yung change ng dynamics pag nilagyan mo na siya ng direct na dock or USB dock or plugged it in with the dock na matino. Oo. Kasi yun nga, madali lang siya ma-drive at the same time, alam mo yun, parang nire-refine niya yung overall sound. Nawawala yung parang mga hiss na nagiging mas buo yung sound, mas nagiging fuller. Okay? So, walang problem sa ng drivability ng Alpha 3. Had no problems with it. Okay, so, ano yung tunog nito, Aurify? Kasi, di ba, as you said before, earbuds, wala ganun bass, yada. Yeah, you're right. Yung tunog nito, in general context, if hindi ka pa nakapakinig ng earbuds before, mapapansin mo na forward yung mids niya. Which is due to, yun talaga yung yung nature ng earbuds themselves. Kasi nga yung how you fit them sa tenga mo, magpo-forward talaga most of the time. Not all the time most of the time yung mids or yung vocals. Pero sa earbuds context, this is a well-balanced. This is a well-balanced sound signature na, ayun nga, forward yung mids. And may effect yung earbud foams na ilalagay mo dito. Parang sa headphones lang. The more na mas makapal, and mas chunky yung ilalagay mong foams, mas magkakaroon siya ng bass. But at the same time, mas maglalaylo yung upper frequencies. So there's a trade-off between that. Yung balance ng trade-offs na yon is can be easily fixed with donut foams na included or any donut foams in general. Basta makahanap ka ng donut foams na pang flathead earbuds. Okay? For most people, lalo na yung mga baguhan na yung mahilig sa warm sets, probably if they want to use the Alpha 3, they have to use a full foams. Pero yun nga, may mga compromises doon na ayokong like my experience. So I came across with this flathead earbud foams. Pero hey, that's just me. It's a preference thing, 'di ba? And again, may effect talaga ang foams when it comes sa sa overall sound ng isang earbud. Actually, kahit nga yung walang foams, may effect din siya eh. Oo, there are reports or there are reviews na nagsasabi na this is a bright sounding earbud, mid-centric bright sounding earbud pag walang foams, of course, kasi wala siyang seal. So magiging tiny talaga yung tunog niya. So in my opinion, you should use at least donut foams to keep the balance between the So sa sa case na to, itong naka-donut foams ako, it is a balanced mid-centric set. Okay, na malinis. Pag full foams naman, I do appreciate and actually like at certain times yung tunog niya. It is a neutral warm. Actually, it is a neutral warm na nadagdagan yung bass, which is nice. Very relaxing talaga yung tunog niya when paired with the full foams. And yun, hindi naman siya like naglilimit na itong foams lang nanduno gagamitin mo. You can use whatever brand ng foams if you want to. Actually, yung gusto kong foams na pairs well with earbuds is the VE foams or yung sa foams ng Venture Electronics, kasi hindi siya sobrang sinsen but at the same time hindi rin siya sobrang luwag and nare-retain niya yung bass. But hey, that's just me. It's a thing for another video na lang. Okay? So, sa bass. Yung bass na ito, definitely it is mid-bass focused. It is very punchy, malinis, but at the same time, it really lacks depth. Wala siya ganong depth, wala siya ganong sub-bass. If and only if you are coming from, what do you call this? If you are coming from, from IEMs, wala talaga siyang bass na ma-appreciate mo na yung sub-bass na wala yun. Yung chunk ng bass, wala yun. But, if galing ka sa earbuds mismo, and sabihin natin galing ka sa like, Fail, Iris Ancestor, ayan yung mga classics, if you know, Nice Check, EB2S Pro, EB2S, yung bass nito is meron definitely, and mas vivid siya, mas detailed compared dun sa mga sets na binanggit ko. And at the same time, ayun nga, mid-bass focus siya, and mas ramdam yung firmness talaga in yung texture ng bass when compared dun sa mga yun. Okay, may re-recommend ko ba ito sa bass head na lalo na pag naka-IEM ka, just don't. Oo, if you want that IEM bass, mahirap maghanap nun sa earbuds unless na lang you'll have it custom tuned, which will take a lot of money in my opinion. O mas I prefer na bumili ka na lang ng COS Porta Pros if like comfort yung inaalala mo and call it a day, or probably a KPH40i and call it a day, kaysa sa custom ka ng earbuds na under 5,000, 4,000 pesos just for that bass na hinanap mo for an IEM. I'm not shading anyone or anything na earbuds related actually. It's just more of a practical preference per se. But hey, sa hobby, meron din mga impractical talaga, but at the same time, ang kinikater niya is yung preference mo, yung gusto mo. So, by all means, if you want to spend a lot of money for an earbuds, as long as na gusto mo yun and na-enjoy mo, why not, diba? Who am I? I'm just merely a reviewer. At the end of the day, ang mahalaga pa rin is yung preference mo, and dun tayo lagi, okay? And sa next, yung mids. Of course, yung mids nito is definitely the highlight ng Alpha 3. It is forward, it is detailed, it is airy, yes. At the same time, sakto lang yung niya, yung sparkle, air, and clarity. Wala siya ganong wala siyang sibilance, actually. Wala siya ganong sibilance. The only time na magkakaroon siya ng peaks and sibilance is if and only if ginamit mo siya ng walang foams. Oo, which is, ayun nga, hindi ko siya mararecommend. Actually, in any earbuds that I owned, hindi ko mararecommend na hindi mo siya gamitan ng foams, kasi it helps with the yung grip sa tenga mo or yung seal sa tenga mo kahit papano, kahit nasabihin nating earbuds to. It helps. Kaya, please, by all means, use your earbuds with a foam. But it depends sa'yo. It really depends sa'yo. It's just my recommendation. Hey, now, as per the treble, yung treble niya is okay. I mean, it is extended. Yes, it is decently extended for an earbud. But at the same time, hindi siya ka-level ng presence ng mids. For siguro reason na para mas relax yung tunog. I mean, kasi ang nasa isip siguro ng Duno, oh, of course, yung mga bibili nito, most likely, they'll use full foams. So, di might as well gawin na nating relax din yung tuning as well. Ayun, I guess yun yung parang philosophy nila behind it, but I am not sure, it's just my opinion. Oo, but then again, yung treble niya hindi naman kulang in my opinion. Nasa neutral head, and sometimes I prefer treble more. Hindi naman siya kulang to my taste. It is decently extended, hindi siya rolled off. Sakto lang din yung sparkle and air. Pero syempre, yung sa region na yun, hindi siya yung super airy na mahanap mo sa isang bright na earphones. Actually, it is a good or / well-tuned in a sense na syempre it can cater most people, lalo na yung mga taong sensitive sa upper frequencies na bright. So, magandang ginawa ng Duno doon while preserving the vocals na forward and detailed, very vivid. Okay, now as for the soundstage, ayun, ito yung technicalities actually, particularly sa soundstage. Dito lagi, or most of the time, lamang yung earbuds sa IEMs nakapresyo nila. Like for example, sige, itong Duno Alpha 3, yung soundstage niya is very immersive. Definitely, very immersive siya. And it is to be expected for an earbud. Pero kung maghanap ka ng IEM under $60 na kalibel ng immersiveness or ng pagiging holographic ng soundstage na itong Alpha 3, the chances are slim. Mahirap maghanap. Mahirap din mag-tune to begin with due to the IEM structure. Ayun lang talaga yung structure ng IEMs. Ang IEMs, wala siyang like, alam mo yun, tangible sense of soundstage. All of these are psychoacoustics, sort of. Unlike ng earbuds, meron siyang parang mas tangible na reason na magkaroon ng stage. Dahil dun sa fit niya, di ba? But, ayun, you do you. Pero ayun nga yung soundstage ng Alpha 3. So, it is immersive, matangkad, actually spherical yung soundstage niya, the more that I imagine it whenever I use it. So, it's a good thing. Maganda rin yung layering and separation. It is very decent, malinis for an earbud. Yes, even yung mga busy passages, kinakaya naman niya most of the time. And yung imaging, again, wala rin problema doon. It is precise as it can be. It's dead precise. Even sa yung mga games na nilalaro ko, wala akong naging problem. Or even yung mga pinapanood kong series. Like for example, ngayon, nanonood ako ng Fallout, yung series. Yung series ng Fallout ngayon, ngayon ko pa lang siya pinapanood and naririnig ko every nuances. Na actually na parang halos nandun ako or probably nasa sine ako dahil magandang imaging nitong Alpha 3. Okay, saan ko siya maganda i-compare? It would be unfair if ko compare ko siya sa Nice Check EB2S na under $20. So, most likely, compare ko siya sa Temperament X6, which is around $40 tops, give or take. Yun, when compared dito, yun definitely neutral bright yun. And pag nagkaroon yun ng earbud foams, nagiging U-shaped bright siya, in my opinion. Again, yun yung parang hindi siya pwede for, hindi siya possible, / pwede for very sensitive sa bright frequencies. Kasi ganun nga talaga yung tunog niya, nature niya. Pero, definitely, ramdam mo agad na maganda yung detail retrieval nun when compared sa Alpha 3. Mas nuanced kasi yung micro details nun. Yung technical performance nila sa soundstage sila medyo nagkaiba. Yung take kasi ng Temperament X6 is a bit yung usual na wider than deep. Grandeur yung stage. So, malawak siya. While yung, what do you call this? The Alpha 3 is a holographic naman. It's a holographic spherical soundstage naman in my opinion. Or to my ears at least. The rest are more or less the same. Mas sabihin natin, slightly makapal lang yung note weight ng Temperament X6 when compared dito sa Alpha 3. But not by a lot. Not by a lot actually. Ayun. Okay, yung next naman is yung my beloved earbud nung meron pa ako nito is the the Yincrow Calf. The Yincrow Calf is a neutral bright sounding IEM and yes, mas aggressive siya when compared kay Temperament X6 and even dito kay Alpha 3. But at the same time, mas well capable yung technicalities nun. So, imagine, mas malinis yung tunog nun, but at the same time, holographic din yung soundstage niya. At the cost of what? Sobrang bright siya up to the point na may sibilance and peaks siya at times, lalo na sa modern day tracks, yung mga modernly mastered tracks. Halata talaga na may sibilance and harshness siya at times. Which is, definitely mas hindi ko marirecommend for those people. Okay? So, saan maganda i-compare tong, okay. Aside dun, parang yun lang din naman yung, what do you call this? Yung, pwede ko may compare sa Alpha 3 given sa price niya. Okay? So, anong verdict ko dito sa Duno Alpha 3? Well, yung Duno Alpha 3 is a very recommended earbuds under $60 US. Given na rin na wala gaanong earbuds under $60 US in my opinion, na very capable or even kilala. Kasi nga, yung earbuds scene as of now is not really a, hindi siya very saturated katulad ng IEM. So, mas madaling makapamili and mas madaling matandaan yung mga, what do you call this, yung mga earbuds sa market. Mas madaling matandaan compared sa IEMs kasi hindi sila nagkakapareho ng tunog. So, that's a good thing, di ba? So, ayun, if like naghahanap ka ng earbuds na premium, na gusto mo parang cyberpunk-ish yung design or cybertruck yung design, and ang budget mo is $60, you're willing to let go $60 for an earbud, look no further kasi yung Alpha 3 is a good recommendation. Since, ayun nga, balance with centric siya, and at the same time, nag-iba yung profile niya kapag naka-full foams na or naka-donut foams. Okay? And that ends my review for the Duno Alpha 3. Again, I'd like to thank Duno for sending this unit to me in exchange for a very honest and transparent review. Rest assured na all of my reviews are honest and transparent to the core like I always do. Hey, yung next nating i-review would be the return of the comeback, I guess, this one. The Blonde BLO3 Mark II. Yeah, pero 2 lang yung tawag nila dito, pero dapat Mark II to eh. In black colorway na may mic. Pero yun, sa next review na yun. And see you on the next one.